Fantasy Baseball Code Red, the all-new weekly show bringing you the latest news, insight, and advice on all things fantasy baseball. Join Mike Ferrara and Mike Moosbrugger on In Radio every Saturday at 11 for an hour of unscripted and fully interactive live fantasy baseball. Fantasy Baseball Code Red, season premiere March 22nd at 11 on InRavio.com. In Radio, this isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com.
Hello, welcome to the show. Two guys and a chick. I am Chuck. This is Bonnie.
Yes. And we are here.
And we are live.
All ready
Before your very eyes.
all ready to talk
Shift
Walking
for the
Dead.
future.
So, Kev, thoughts? Were you happy? Were you freaked out?
I loved it. I thought it was a great episode.
It was amazing. Were you happy the kids were gone, or you just loved it because it was really a cool episode?
It was a little bit of both, to be honest.
I kind of liked Mika. She was a sweet little kid. Lizzie kind of freaked me out. There was something really, really creepy about that one.
She just went off the deep end, really.
Yeah. That was so strange. I mean, she couldn't kill the walkers, the dead things, but she could kill alive things, no problem.
She didn't want to kill the dead ones.
Right.
Because in a way she thought they were still alive.
But she had no problem with killing alive things.
No.
You know, the mice.
What aren't you following in the crazy logic?
You can't kill something that's alive, like a rabbit. I mean, you can kill a rabbit or a mouse or whatever, or a person with no problem.
She was doing that, right.
But to kill a walker,
something that's a zombie.
right, you can't kill those. That makes absolutely no sense to me. And then you have poor little Mika, who's completely the opposite. She doesn't want to hurt anything, really. She's okay with killing the walkers a little bit, but she doesn't want to hurt anything at all. So, the fire. Do you think it was the house that Daryl and Beth burned down?
Oh, yeah. Like, it had to be. Like, they're all roughly in the same area.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
That's what I'm thinking. It's got to be their house.
Yeah.
Kind of weird to think that they're all that close to each other and they don't have a clue where they are.
Oh, yeah.
They could all just like holler and probably hear each other. Excuse me, do you think Carol kept her promise to Lizzie? That was my big question. I'm watching Talking Dead. Everybody's asking all these ridiculous questions.
Carol kept her promise to Lizzie.
What promise?
Lizzie made her promise not to kill Mika, to wait until she woke up. And she promised that she would tie her up and she wouldn't, you know.
At this point, does it really matter? It's a kid. You lie to him anyway.
Yeah, but she
you
promised.
got to. I mean, that's where you're at. You know?
Yeah, well, she knew that ultimately she was going to have to kill her eventually. But she promised that she wouldn't. And she didn't know what she was going to do come the end of the episode.
No.
You know, they made that decision later on, her and Tyrese.
True.
So that was my big question of the episode. Did she keep the promise?
I like to think she did.
Me too.
You know, only because like the time it would have taken for her to turn into like a zombie, you know, she'd be running around and everything.
Well, she said she was going to tie her up.
Well, yeah. She'll tie her up and then take care of it, so
Right.
to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think she did. I don't know. They didn't cover that, whether she did or she didn't, but I'd like to think that she did.
I think it was a little freaky because you didn't expect both the kids to get killed in that one episode.
No, I was not
But
expecting
I mean,
that. I said,
is it keeping your interest? Is it
absolutely.
really piquing you? Are you piqued?
Yes, I am piqued. I am definitely piqued.
Yeah, you're piqued.
I was starting to wane a little bit last episode. I was like, it was good.
Well, yeah.
I enjoyed it. I liked it, but it wasn't like gripping. And then this one, I was, oh my God, I'm back.
Well, I guess the big thing that really happened from this episode was the fact that Carol told Tyrese that she killed the other two. Mm-hmm. And, I think at this point he trusts her enough to know that it's something that had to be done.
Well, yes, you got that impression. But earlier in the episode, when they were out walking in the woods and he was telling her about his nightmares and stuff, I was so certain that she was going to blurt it out right then and there.
I thought so too, but I didn't. I thought so, but I didn't think so because she's not that stupid. She's pretty smart. Personally, I think she was feeling the guilt from killing the kid, so she was like, you know what? If he whacks me, whacks me.
Yeah, I think she was almost looking for an out.
Exactly, looking for an out.
Yeah, she didn't want to feel the pain that she felt from having killed the kids.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, she didn't kill both of them, but.
No. But she really liked Mika.
I did too.
Yeah, she was a cute little
She was like a
thing.
mini Mishy.
Yeah. I don't know. Your thoughts, Kev? What are you thinking? What's going on next?
What's going on next?
Yes.
We still didn't find out who grabbed Beth from the
Nope, we don't have a clue who that was.
funeral parlor. I was kind of hoping we figure that out.
We'll find out, I'm sure.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sure we will.
eventually. It's definitely going to happen. Why was Lizzie so covered in blood?
Because she stabbed her.
It was overkill.
For dramatic effect.
All right, I'll give you that.
Now, don't get me wrong, but do you like this whole 1 week we're watching these guys, the next week we're watching those guys?
I like it.
Or do you kind of like what they normally do in shows where, they'll do a little bit of this guy, where are these guys at? Hey, where are these guys at? Hey, where are these guys at? Let's go back to those other guys. Where are they at? And let's go to these. You know how they do that in shows?
I'm torn because there's a piece of me that likes what they're doing this season, that likes this focus on this one person or this one group of people, and you really get to know that person. And then there's another piece of me going, but what's happening with the other one? What happened? Where'd they go?
See, they could still tell you the same story, but just not as much. They would drag it out a little bit longer. So every one of the stories, because you got all of these different stories to follow, you'd have something big that would happen in one of these stories every week. That'd be like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. But at the same token, the other stories, because you saw little snippets of all the stories, they would bring it a little closer. You know what I mean? And like, oh, I wonder what's going to happen with those guys because they're still over here, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Because realistically, you could have Daryl burn in the house, right? And then the next snippet is them seeing the fire.
Oh, well, then why don't we just split screen it and see what everybody's doing all at the same time?
No, I don't mean split screen. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen shows like this. Don't
Yes.
act like a dope. More than normal.
You could
know what I'm
have
talking about.
6 different little screens. You could see what's going on
No, I'm
simultaneously.
not saying that. But you know how they do that when
I
people
know.
split up? It's like any kind of a cop.
It's different ways of telling a story, and I think that this is just one of the many ways. And
I don't like it.
I know.
Because
I know you don't.
Think about this, because now, do you remember what was going on with Rick?
Yeah, Rick is at the house with Michonne and Carl.
And they left.
That's right. Sorry, they did.
See
They're
what
on
I'm
their way
saying?
to
They
Terminus.
left. Right, exactly. So what I'm saying is a little snippet of every one, you know what I mean, during each week would keep you engaged in the other stories as well.
I'm
Because how many
engaged.
weeks has it been with Rick? It's probably been
3 weeks.
3 weeks
Yeah, like 2
since
or
we've
3.
seen Rick, right?
It's 3 episodes he has not been on at all.
So I'm saying that's a long time. Disengages people, I think.
I don't know. Like
Makes
I
them
said,
into
there's many different ways
zombies.
to. There's several ways to tell a story.
Feed
And
me
I
a
like this
hamburger.
one. Okay, so we finally got the answer to the mice at the prison.
Sure. Did we really need that answer? Did we care?
I wanted to know.
Why?
Because I just wanted to
Was
know.
it a
To
big
know
deal?
who it
Prison's over
was.
now, it's gone.
Because what?
Just to know who it was.
Exactly, just to know.
Well, we know she's a freak. We kind of figured that out when she was standing there with the knife.
Well, yeah.
Honestly, I probably would have plugged her right there.
Okay.
I mean, come on. If you would have came back and she was there with the knife, you know she killed the kid. Wouldn't you have put a cap in her?
She was a child. And they were trying to figure out what they could do about it. They didn't want to kill her.
She talked to her already several times. This is not the first time.
I know. But they still didn't want to kill her. She's a little kid. What was she, 9, 10?
At least.
I just had flashbacks of me talking to the different show hosts. I'm thinking after the second time, I just pull out the 9 and cap them. What do you think? What do you do with that?
Like
I mean,
I said,
come on, the kid's standing there with a knife.
Yes.
Could you sleep with that kid in the house?
No,
Absolutely
and
not.
they didn't.
That's why they did what they did.
That's why I'm saying I probably would have just eliminated that
You know,
extra scene.
They did.
I said, okay,
They did actually
terrific.
spend the night because they came back and Tyrese said he was talking to her during the night and found out about the mice and all of the other stuff.
Oh, right.
So they did actually spend one night
No,
with her in the house.
Tyrese went through her room and found the box of mice.
Yes, but he was talking to her.
Was he?
Yes.
Okay.
So they did actually spend one night.
With the
And-
whack.
Yeah, with her, yes. And they had that conversation, and Tyrese tells Carol that she won't survive. Does he think that Lizzie's going to kill her too? I mean, what was that all about? Because I think if anybody's equipped enough to survive on their own, it's Carol.
Yeah. She already has.
Yeah.
When Rick let her go, she found her way back to the prison and then met up with Tyrese and them.
Yeah. So I think he must have thought that Tyrese must have thought that Lizzie would kill Carol, like in her sleep or something. I'm guessing. I don't know why she was so attached to Carol, though, but not her baby sister. You know, she could kill her sister, but she was all upset that Carol was mad at her.
Pointing the gun.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just whatever, however the chips fell inside her head.
I guess.
She wasn't firing. I mean, she's been through a lot. I mean, all of them, really.
Yeah, well, she lost both of her parents.
Yeah.
Did you wonder where the baby was?
No.
No, you knew right away?
I figured, it's in, a satchel or whatever on their back.
Okay.
See, they're throwing the satchel around like it's no big deal, and I'm thinking, hope the kid's not in there.
Yeah, at first, when the first scene or whatever, when they showed them without the baby, I was like, wait a minute, where is it? And I'm just like, okay, it's just in a bag on their back or whatever.
Yeah, it's a little papoose kind of carrier thing.
Papoose.
All right, so I actually said, and I was wrong, I admit it, I was wrong. I said a couple episodes ago that we were not going to lose anybody this season, that I had a feeling we were just going to learn about everybody's past and figure out who
And that was
everybody
going
was.
to be it.
So are we done now, Kev?
You're wrong.
Yes, I was wrong.
Nah, there's got to be other people that die. It's what's
We've only got 2 more episodes left this season. So are we done, you think, Kev?
I don't think so.
You think we're going to lose somebody else big?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So
What do
you
you think?
play with it, you lose it. That's what happens.
Either in the next episode or the following one, I think they're going to get rid of, one more person.
Any idea on who it might be?
No.
All right. Who will it be? You got to,
That we're going to lose?
yeah. A major person.
A major person.
Well, yeah, maybe not a major person, but like Abraham and his group, maybe one of them
You think somebody from Abraham's group?
with Glenn.
Okay.
I don't know. Who else could you lose right now?
Well, you've got Bob and Sasha and Maggie out on their own. And then you've got Beth, God knows where, and Daryl with that new group of hellions. And
Michonne and Rick and Carl.
Michonne, Rick, and Carl. And then you got
Carol and
Carol and Tyrese.
Tyrene.
Who are we going to lose? You don't think we're going to lose a major? You're thinking some. Well, obviously we're going to lose one of the Hellions. We saw that in the
Some kind of
preview.
supporting staff, yeah.
No, I think Daryl's going to kill one of the Hellions.
For major people, maybe Sasha or Bob.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Sasha or Bob. One of them's got to go.
But otherwise, nobody like super major. Hopefully, you never know.
All right. Well, I guess that's it for.
The walking.
Well, I was really happy with the episode.
Cheap.
You're terrible.
Cheap.
You really are terrible.
Well, I gotta say, I didn't fall asleep till The Talking Dead.
I know. You made it through the
But
entire
no,
episode.
it was kind of keeping me engaged, you know. So I gotta say that was true, you know. And for somebody who's not like totally sold on it, like you guys might be, I guess that
says a lot.
That says a lot, yeah. So.
Yeah, he fell asleep as soon as we got to Talking Dead, and they opened the show. And instead of him going, whatever his name is, this is the Talking Dead, he was like, this is the Talking Dead. It's like, that's it. He went to sleep. He didn't come in all excited. It was-
Chris Hardwick.
Yes, it was this somber start to it.
Well, because the kids are both dead.
Yeah.
It's like, you know.
Yeah. All right. So
All
moving
right,
right
moving
along.
right along. Stupid news.
Stupid news. All right. So I got a.
Gotta play our stupid news graphic.
Do we have? We do. We
No,
have
we
it.
don't.
Matt's making faces. We do.
Do we have one?
Yeah, we do. We have a little sleepy kind of. Yes, we have it. We've had it.
Stupid news. Hooray, you stupid.
I want one of those. That's what I want. I want a little fairy going, hooray, you stupid.
That's what I said I wanted, right? A little graphic. Hooray! No, for the stupid news, and then we'll have to have like a special award.
Yes.
You know, for the stupid one of the week.
But I want it to be a
Hooray,
fairy.
you stupid.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have to find the biggest twink you can find, Matt.
Hey, Fire Island's coming up. We'll have to do that.
Yes.
We need you to say, hooray, you stupid.
Yes.
How funny would that be?
That would be fun. Yeah.
We could do that.
Okay.
All right.
That's what's on the agenda.
When we
for
send the
summer.
camera crew out to the Fire Island opening day or whatever it was.
What was it called?
Stalk
I
and
don't know,
walk.
stupid news something or other. I don't know.
Stupid news intro. Okay, how about this? This guy is, he's the epitome of stupid. Apparently, the burglary suspect, he leaves his ID behind in this robbery attempt. So not only did he look directly into the camera and stare at it, okay, but
Daring them to get him.
yeah, daring him to get him. But two men were on the surveillance video breaking into this Motors, Motors place, Arian Motors, and they stole files, license plates,
Wait a
44
minute.
car keys.
I have to stop you here for one quick second. They broke into Arian Motors,
Yes.
and it's a black man.
It's a black
I'm
man.
sorry, that's just too much of a play on words for me. Come on, the whole Aryan Nation thing
I
with the
gotcha,
whiter
yeah.
than white people, and it's a
Yeah.
black man.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I mean, they did pretty good, They did pretty good. They stole files, license plates, 44 car keys, and 4 cars, a BMW, a Cadillac, an Infiniti, and a Dodge worth an estimated $43,000.
Tell me the black man drove away in the Cadillac.
Probably.
Tell me.
But what I can't understand, it says at least 2 men, but they stole 4 cars.
Okay.
One foot in each car.
Apparently.
So
Maybe
one
he
of the
told one.
suspects, when one of the suspects pulled a cell phone from his pocket to use as a flashlight inside the dealership, he was unaware that his identification card had popped out. So he wound up leaving his identification card there. Okay, that was the first thing. Then he stared directly into the camera. And the ID card was in plain sight. It was a Florida ID. And apparently he was on probation as well, so his probation officer knew exactly who he was. And he had just been released from prison on Valentine's Day and was currently on probation for armed robbery.
And his Valentine wants him back.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Oh, Oh, good heavens.
And basically, he says here that the dealership just had a $15,000 camera system installed the first day. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So not only
Well, that paid for itself.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right, well, speaking of stupid criminals, I have one. This is a 34-year-old man from Belwa, Wisconsin. I've never heard of Belwa, Wisconsin, but apparently they figured out who it was that did the robberies because he drank a beer while he was there and left behind the bottle in one location and the
DNA.
can in the other, and they got him on DNA.
And they got him on
Yes.
DNA.
Yes, with the bottle and the can. It's really hard to be a criminal nowadays. It's really, really hard. You have to go to places completely covered in plastic so that you can't drop a hair or...
They have that. It's called a body condom.
There you go. You need to wear a body condom in order to commit a robbery nowadays.
I'd wear one of those neon green, like the green screen green. One of those suits they got.
Uh-huh.
What do they call them? They got a name for that. I forget what it is.
I don't know.
Kev knows. Come on, Kev, spit it out.
A morph suit.
What is it?
Kevin says it's a morph suit.
A morph suit?
So you can morph into anything else? Is that the idea?
It's like the mimes wear it, but it's got the whole head covered and everything. And but you can see right through it.
Yes.
You can see out, but they can't see in.
If I'm going to do something like that, I mean, it's bad enough to stick this into a full body
I'd
suit
look like a
that.
big green Hershey's Kiss.
Exactly.
Is what I'd look like.
Exactly.
With legs.
Yeah. I would want little suction cup things on my fingers so I could just up to windows and things, just play with it, have fun,
Like a big fly on the wall?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I would look ridiculous. There's people that could pull off cat suits and body suits and things of that nature. This cannot.
So you just want to be like a big bug on the wall.
Yes.
And I could come up behind you with a paddle and try to smash you.
Okay. I want wings too.
Wings too.
Absolutely. If I'm
Are
going
you
to be a
gonna
bug.
buzz around?
Yes. If I'm going to be a bug, I want wings. Absolutely. That's all I have to say on that. So criminals cannot get away with things anymore. That's because they keep leaving stuff around.
Okay, here's a one for you.
Yes.
How about this? Apparently, police armed with assault rifles descended on a Maine man's home after members of a tree removal crew that he told to clear off his property reported that he had a gun. It turns out the gun the tree crew had seen on Michael Smith's was actually a life-size tattoo of a handgun
I had
on
that
his
story.
stomach.
We have a picture.
Bring it up. Let's see it.
Matt has a picture. There it is. That was one of the stories I was going to talk about. He's got a gun in his belt, basically, in his waistband. Mm-hmm. Who would really think that was real? It just looks like a big old blob.
Look at the cop standing next to him with the big old bump. Ba-dam! I'm here to take that gun from you.
I'm a big old Hershey Kiss. Ugh. It's ridiculous. People are stupid. Okay.
Hooray, you're stupid.
Nielsen, if you're watching on Fox Live.
Mike, stop that.
They're hoping to be struck by his arrow, but a
Stop it.
man is playing their team. After emails, Thompson asked for money for a computer part.
There we go.
Smash it.
Stop! Okay. Fine, you want to do that? I'll just turn the volume
Hit the
down.
mute button, dum-dum. Mute, mute.
we
See the
go.
speaker, hit the mute.
Ugh. All right, so a New York man is suing OkCupid.
Okay, Cupid.
Yes. Were you aware that you can, I was not aware of this, that it's not just heterosexual dating? I was not aware of that. I thought there were special sites just for gay dating, and then there was special sites just for, well, there are, okay. OkCupid is mixed, okay. Because I'm reading this story right from the beginning, I'm reading it, and it says that this 65-year-old man is suing another man named Bruce Thompson that he
Bruce.
met on OkCupid.
Bruce! Bruce! Matt's got the whole hand thing going inside the studio. It's Bruce! Do you know Bruce? I know Bruce. Let me tell you.
Oh, yeah. Where were you when this guy met Bruce?
Exactly.
Because he needed help.
Apparently.
Yes, he did, because Bruce actually scammed him for $70,000.
Wow, Bruce is good.
That's right.
I want to be with Bruce. Get Bruce on the horn right now. That's what I need.
Okay, where am I? Yes, he managed to get this guy to give him $70,000 for his computer business.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
That's
There's one born every minute.
He apparently got suspicious at some point during this.
When the guy didn't even know how to work a computer. Is this anything like the caviar business?
No.
God.
So he decided he's going to look up this guy on like a scammer website.
Sure.
And
Really, they have a scammer website?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. So it's actually called malescammers.com. Is there a femalescammers.com? Matt says there is.
Matt says there is.
Okay. Well, he found him on malescammers.com. And apparently what made him suspicious was that he wired this money to this guy to various bank accounts. That's what made him concerned. Various bank accounts. Not the $70,000, not the fact that you've only known him for 2 months. Various bank accounts, that's what did it.
Various
so now,
bank accounts.
He's suing OkCupid for not warning customers about potential scams.
How do you know that?
Yeah, it's called common sense, yes.
Common sense, yes.
That's what I'm thinking. Why should someone have to warn you that there might be a scammer on a dating site? That's one of those things that we all know. That's absolutely. Come on. Ever since the internet started, you hear about somebody that met somebody online. What's the first thing you think?
Scam.
It's a killer. There you go.
It's a killer.
The first story we ever heard about someone who met someone online, do you remember?
I don't.
Oh, you don't? It was your favorite story to tell for the longest time.
Was it? Refresh.
Oh, absolutely.
Refresh.
It was a customer of ours who met somebody online who she then went to Colorado to meet.
Oh, that old gag.
And it turned out that this person supposedly...
That was the one with the, had the special piercings and the chain and the whole thing?
That was before I knew much of anything about piercings.
And she packed up the whole family.
Oh, no. She went to Colorado to meet the guy.
She like abandoned the whole family, went to Colorado to be with this guy.
Yes.
Who
supposedly had higher security clearance than the president. Yes.
Right. And there were two different types of aliens that live with us, right?
Yes. He apparently communicates with these aliens. And there are two different types of aliens. There are little tiny short ones that live underground, and they're the ones that are responsible for the mutilations of the farm animals, according to her. That's
crop
what those
circles
do.
and such.
And then there are these other ones that are like
ones.
9 feet tall.
Right, I remember 9 feet
they
tall.
don't speak. They communicate through their minds.
With clicks
with pictures and things.
Right, and they live in the mountains.
Yes, they live in the mountains. And this guy communicates with them. That's his job in the government.
And
She met this man online.
The tool he uses to communicate with them is peyote.
Basically, yes. That was the first person we ever met that actually met someone online that went to have a relationship with.
That was a long time ago.
Yes.
Who would think you'd get a computer, the first thing you do is a dating site? You know what I mean? Wow, you're making me hot. 6 days later, yeah, me too. I mean, yeah, screw it. I'm going to be alone the rest of my life.
Yeah, basically. So, yeah, no, I don't think you have to really question whether or not you're meeting scammers. or that whether or not you have to worry about scammers when you're on a dating website. You know that they're out there. You have to know that they're out there.
You would think.
Well, either that or you're stupid.
Hooray, you stupid.
There you go. God, I can't wait till we get that twink. I'm so looking forward to that. You have a story for us? Do you have something?
Yes.
Yes.
There's a Manatee, apparently. There's a place called Manatee. A domestic dispute reportedly left a parish mother with a fishing hook stuck in her side.
Aw.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. So apparently, according to the sheriff's office, it was a dispute with her son. Matthew Hawkey was 31 over missing medication. Apparently, they were arguing about the medication missing from her purse. The victim noticed Hawkey had brought his fishing equipment back into the bedroom after the victim had hauled it out to the garage. During the argument, he reportedly threw a fishing reel at the victim, striking her in the foot. The victim retaliated by breaking his fishing poles over her knee, according to the report, and then reportedly swung the broken poles like a baseball bat across the victim's buttocks, hence the fishing hook attached to one of the poles lodged in the victim's side.
Okay, I'm just going to admit to being stupid here because I was feeling sad that there was this fishing hook caught in this mother's side because you started the story with manatee, and I thought it was a manatee. I didn't know that it was a woman. It was some weird freako in probably Florida who was having a fight with her other weird freako relative. So now I don't feel bad anymore.
Okay. So if it was an animal...
Absolutely, I feel
Lizzie,
sad.
what you're saying is if it was an animal, you'd feel bad, but because it was
Because
a
it's some
person.
weird freako from Florida. I'm sorry, those people are strange.
Kev, get the knife. We're going to have to take this one out. Look under the counter there. There's my gun. Bring it over.
Well, they were having a fight over, what were they fighting about? What stupid thing were they fighting about?
Missing medication from her purse.
Okay.
Probably some kind of,
So he threw his fishing reel at
oxycodone
her.
or something.
Yeah.
Well, he tried to smack her with his purse, but that's
But she overpowered him because she had this medication, whatever it was, just making her extra strong.
yeah, right. Probably. Could you imagine the old lady picks him up, does one of those swirly things like the wrestlers do, and slams him on the ground? Yeah, we got to do that.
Okay. All right.
What do you got?
Well, Matt wants to take a quick commercial break.
Okay.
So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to come back and talk about the couple that were caught, they're actually being hunted, the couple that were doing something behind a dumpster.
Ooh, hunted.
Yes, they're being hunted. We'll find out what they were doing. Exactly.
Right after this. Review that.
Transmission of lice occurs from being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Like catching a cold or a flu.
You have guaranteed peace of mind in every bottle of Got Lice because all of our products are completely natural,
And organic.
but strong enough to cover all your lice removal needs while being safe and effective. Our professional technicians are specially trained with our exclusive proven technique to successfully comb out head lice. We come right to your home at your convenience.
Whenever you want us.
We bring everything needed to perform a successful and complete comb out while eliminating your head lice, and we leave you with our exclusive complimentary products to use for the next 10 days following our treatment.
For free.
Our technicians also check all family members who have been exposed to lice. Please visit us on our website today at gotlice.co or feel free to call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 646-257-0121.
Fantasy Baseball Code Red, the all-new weekly show bringing you the latest news, insight, and advice on all things fantasy baseball. Join Mike Ferrara and Mike Moosbrugger on In Radio every Saturday at 11 for an hour of unscripted and fully interactive live fantasy baseball. Fantasy Baseball Code Red, season premiere March 22nd at 11 on InRavio.com. In Radio, this isn't TV, this isn't radio, this is InRavio.com.
Say hello. Hello.
And we are back.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
No, we're not ready for good night. We are back with our story about the couple who are being sought or hunted or whatever you want to call it.
Sought or hunted?
Yes.
For doing a bad act.
Exactly. They were caught, they were witnessed by several passers-by having sex behind a dumpster.
At St. Patrick's Cathedral.
No, not at St. Patrick's Cathedral. They were in Delaware, and they were actually photographed in broad daylight behind a dumpster having sex. It was a dumpster behind a Dunkin' Donuts, by the way.
Really?
Really.
We have a Dunkin' Donuts. Did you guys get the video?
No, did not. It was in Delaware, unfortunately. If Matt could make that picture bigger,
It's a shillelagh stick.
no, they put a shamrock in front of.
Oh,
But look at that. I mean, that is truly broad daylight. And not only were they were, going at it interestingly.
But they got 30 likes. Does that help?
Oh, I love that doggy. That's
What's that?
good. Oh, some of the hashtags are kind of funny. So what's funny is
Okay.
students at the nearby University of Delaware and residents reacted with shock and disgust. One woman says that she hopes they catch them. It's embarrassing. I live here and people are doing stupid stuff like that, and other people are encouraging it.
Besides, I want to meet that guy.
People were actually saying how disgusting it was. Okay, I'm going to go with disgusting in that they were behind a dumpster or near a dumpster or whatever. But they didn't say whether it was disgusting that they were doing it outdoors or in front of other people
It
or
is a
by
big
dumpster.
thing. The outdoors thing is a big deal.
I know it is. A lot of people are really into that. I get that.
Some people are into that.
But they don't specifically say why they were disgusted. So my thought is they're just disgusted. That's ridiculous.
Life disgusts them.
Everybody has sex. Everybody does it once in a while.
Ick. I don't really want to think about that. Like two pigs chasing a milk dud?
Oh, God.
So here's a question.
Yes.
I mean, there are people that do it outside. Have you done it outside before?
Yes.
Where have you done it?
Oh, it was nighttime.
It was nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
I remember some daytime ones too.
Outside? Oh, yeah. Well, no, that wasn't outside.
Is that us? Are we popping or something?
It's me playing with my pen. I don't know.
Oh, I keep hearing things.
Yeah, no, outside, yes. Outside.
Matt, have you done it outside? Of course, he was drunk at the time.
And then he was
No.
not drunk.
He didn't just anted right up. Oh, yeah. So where have you done it? Go ahead. Do tell.
No.
Was it in the schoolyard?
Mine was.
Really?
Yes. Underneath the monkey bars, absolutely.
Underneath the monkey bars.
You remember they used to have that big dome type one? It was like a half circle. It was like you were under a ball. Like there was like a half a ball. It was under one of those, yes.
Under one of those?
Mm-hmm.
How old were you? 8?
19?
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Bad.
I was 19 at a playground.
Okay.
on
And
the
there was this fat
slide,
chick.
On the
and
slide.
I was using the slide as leverage.
There you go.
Really?
Okay.
And not the swirly slide, because that would have been too complicated.
Okay.
All right. And you're up.
What's public mean?
Not inside your house.
Not inside my house. Okay.
Outdoors. Outdoors.
You know,
Not in a
outdoors.
car.
Outdoors.
Public areas where people could easily see you.
Okay. Not a bathroom of a plane.
No. That's
Or
not
a
outdoors.
bathroom of a club or the DJ booth. That's not public.
Not
enough.
outdoors.
Okay.
Where your surroundings are open.
How about the chick I was going out with? I did it in the front yard.
That's pretty
Were
public.
you in the car? Or were you actually on the lawn?
No, we weren't. We were on the half on the lawn, half on the walk.
Okay, that counts.
That counts.
We didn't make it to the house.
I know exactly who that was, too.
Bad Chipka.
All right, Harry, you're up.
What about boats?
What
That's
about
still
boats?
kind of out in public where people can see it.
Yeah. I've gotten a lot less inhibited as I've gotten
Train
older.
rides?
Okay. Harry's not answering.
Harry's not answering. Harry's a deadbeat. Well, how about this one? Now, just even, government, do you think government could be stupid?
Oh, God, yes.
You think they could be stupid,
Constantly.
really?
Constantly.
Well, how about this? The first phase of a 3-year plan by Arizona wildlife officials to bolster herds of bighorn sheep has resulted in the death of half the population.
Okay, well, that backfired.
Yes. Apparently, after the 31 sheep were transplanted at a cost of $150,000 into the Catalina Mountains, where mountain lions killed 15 of the protected species within a few months.
Okay,
Apparently, it didn't work out.
no.
They airlifted these things, dropped them in there, and basically said, lunchtime.
Did they ring the dinner bell?
Probably. They probably didn't even bounce twice before the mountain lions were all over them.
What, did they drop them when they were babies or something?
No, it says the 3-year plan to result in a greater number of bighorns in the area where they once coexisted with mountain lions.
Well,
They're
mountain
not
lions must be hungry.
Yes, they're not coexisting anymore. They are apparently hungry, so that's not working out.
Okay.
Just imagine how great that is.
A Tennessee woman who claimed that the devil is in me, that's her quotes, the devil is in me, is accused of crashing into a church and stabbing her husband, telling police that he is a NASCAR worshiper.
Oh, that old one, yeah.
Yes. She,
Praise to Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Sr.
okay.
I gotta say, I mean, there's no doubt about it. It's, the Church of NASCAR on Sundays.
Yeah. He said that his wife called him after she crashed through the front doors of the church, and when her husband came to her aid, he found her lying in front of the altar.
And the police didn't get there first?
She then stabbed him in the chest with a large kitchen knife.
So as she's laying there, he looks over. Are you okay? Brr.
Yeah, basically. He was able to pull out the knife and run home to call for help. They didn't find her at the
What's
scene.
wrong with that picture?
But
Pull out the knife and stab her to death would have been the next end of that coin. Right?
They didn't find her at the scene, but they did later track her down at a hospital.
Really?
Yes.
For what? She's not the one with the stab wound to the chest.
Yeah, she
Sucking chest wound.
she later admitted stabbing her husband.
Oh my God.
She told the police, in quotes, "The devil told me to take the kitchen knife with me. I prayed I would not have to use it on him, but I did. When he came to check on her," she says, "when he came to check on me, I told him the devil was in me and I stabbed him in the heart." Aha. She also confessed to smoking a lot of marijuana and and claimed God told her to only smoke at night for relaxation purposes.
Apparently that didn't work. We'll put that in the same file as dropping the sheep into the mountain lion den.
Yeah, she faces charges of attempted first-degree murder and felony vandalism. I'm guessing that's for crashing into the church.
What about first-degree stupidity? Did they get her on that too?
I don't think so. I mean, they should be able to, but no, I don't think that's actually a real charge. Sorry.
All right, well, how about this one? Bank robber shoots himself in the head after his getaway car crashes.
Well, because that's all there's left to do. I crashed my getaway car. I have nothing left to live for. I mean, what?
Says the 25-year-old man was breathing when an ambulance took him from the scene. He was taken to St. Louis Hospital where he was in critical condition and on life support. They said the man had been in the Marine Corps until about a year ago, but declined to provide other information about himself. Says on Wednesday, a bank employee called police to say that the U.S. Bank had just been robbed in St. Louis. The employee gave a good description of the man and the car he drove away in. It's a silver Mitsubishi. The employee also told police that the robber had a gun. They rushed the bank, saw the car speeding, so they followed it. They chased the car, where the car crashed into a concrete guardrail at the overpass. When the police approached the wreck using car ballistic shields as protection, they heard a single gunshot and found that the man had shot himself in the head. A little
Okay.
abrupt.
One less we have to feed? I don't know.
Somebody's troubled.
Speaking of troubled, a Daly City, California man has been sentenced to probation after pleading no contest to felony assault charges because he bit his parents. The reason he bit his parents is because they told him that he could not see the family cat.
Really?
The San Mateo County Superior Court Judge Jonathan Koresh gave 26-year-old Yevgeny Bolshkov, or whatever the heck his name is, 3 years of probation. Not from Florida, from California. He apparently lives with his parents, and he asked them to see the cat when he came home from an outing on November 30th. He was told he couldn't because it was recovering from surgery. So he then...
The cat was recovering from surgery.
The cat was recovering from surgery, so...
Elective surgery?
I don't know. So in
Was
retaliation...
it having a boob job? Or?
Well, it was California, so you never know. A nipple reduction, yeah. He was told no, the cat was recovering from surgery, so his response to that was punch and bite his 64-year-old father. Ripping the flesh from his arm, he bit that hard.
Nice.
Yes. And then he also punched and bit his mother on her hand when she tried to protect the father.
And then admitted to using methamphetamine.
I wish the story went on to say that, but it does not. It is kind of a scene out of Walking Dead, yes?
Yeah, Kev, we might be giving these boneheads out there a little bit more, graphic video than they need to have. Well, how about a Tennessee man who tried to crawl into an occupied stall in a McDonald's woman's bathroom?
Okay.
Yeah, apparently he got stuck under the partition, according to cops, who arrested him for his creepy intrusion.
Oh, God. Okay, there are so many things wrong with this story. One, it was an occupied bathroom, and he's trying to creep in under the stall. Who gets on the floor in a public bathroom, McDonald's, gas station, whatever, it doesn't matter. Who crawls around on the floor?
If you're trying to get into a stall to see somebody...
I guess you don't care about the
Yeah, I don't think you're caring about the bathroom. So apparently he was charged with assault and observation without consent.
I'm skeeved thinking about the germs on the floor and his big fat butt sticking out from underneath the door like Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, it's like a cork in a bottle. Thunk.
He should just do what they're allowed to do in Massachusetts now and just put his iPhone and take a picture.
Nope, they're not allowed to just take a picture. It's only on the train. Apparently, upskirt photoing is legal on the train.
That's it, only on the train.
That's it, only on the train.
So you got to be in a train.
You have to be in a train in order for it to be legal. It's ridiculous.
Riding that train, high on cocaine,
Yeah, basically.
taking upskirt photos. Casey Jones, you better watch your meal.
Well, the Los Angeles police are very, very happy right now. They just got a new loaner police car. And believe it or not, it's a Lamborghini.
Really?
Yes.
Is that Beverly Hills Police?
Los Angeles Police
A
Department.
Lamborghini, it's a loaner. How does a loaner? How do you get a loaner cop car? What do you call 1-800-RENT-A-COP car?
Apparently, they're not going to use it as a police car. Oh, come on, where's the fun in that?
What's the point?
They're going to use it for charity events and recruitment. Yeah. They're going to use it for recruitment. They're going to show up at high schools and stuff looking all hot and cool.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, you could drive one of these, and then you can't. Oh, good heavens, that's too funny. The 2014 with a top speed of 199 miles an hour. What? No, they don't mention how much it is. I don't
Some
even know.
ungodly amount of money, I'm sure.
I can't believe anybody's loaning them this thing and painting it up to look like a police car.
That's what I'm saying.
So that they
Painting
can
it up like that,
borrow
exactly.
it for recruitment.
How can you loan a police car?
Well, it's not really a police car. They're just painting it up to look like one. And somebody's using it as a tax write-off. It's got to be. I mean, what else would you do with it? All right, I got one more. That's probably all we have time for.
All right, I got one for you. How about I go first?
Okay.
A young man from apparently Andujar, he suffered a fatal blow when he touched a high-voltage wire on a train that he and his friends had assumed was not electrified. They climbed on top of this parked train at the station to take a picture of themselves when they suffered the severe electric attack.
Oh, people are getting bored with just regular selfies. Now they have to do it on top of things.
35,000 volts.
Did anybody get a picture?
It's going to look like a firecracker. What are you going to get a picture
Come
of?
on, how cool, how funny would that be? My friend, the jackass.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't touch wires if you don't know if they're electrified or not. Assume that they are.
Exactly. Well, local paramedics and police rushed to the scene, but found the 21-year-old was already dead.
Duh. He was barbecued.
Yeah. Apparently, the mayor has declared 3 days of mourning for the town of 40,000 people.
What?
In the middle of olive growing country.
How many people are in this town? How many did you say? 40,000 people, and they're going to give a...
3 days.
I didn't say it.
It says here, one of his friends suffered the shock but remains in serious condition at the hospital.
Hooray, you stupid!
Hooray, you stupid!
Oh, good heavens. Okay. In Tega, South Carolina.
A what?
Tega, South Carolina.
Tega?
Yes.
Never heard of it.
Me either. Tega, South Carolina. Police are looking for a suspect who apparently doesn't tolerate bad manners. In my most favorite restaurant in the world, apparently, Taco Bell.
Ah, okay.
Yes. This 20-year-old man sat down with a friend at a local Taco Bell restaurant when a man in another booth asked him if he had belched without saying, "Excuse me." So he turned around in his booth, "Excuse me, did you burp?" Okay, mind your own business. That's the first thing. He then walked over to the two guys.
The alleged burper.
Yes. He picked up a chair and hit him with it.
For burping.
For burping. He then grabbed the burper by the throat and tried to headbutt him before somebody that works at the place told him to leave.
And then admitted he was on methamphetamine. And crack cocaine.
The victim suffered a minor cut on his elbow and redness around his throat, and the suspect left in a white pickup truck. It's South Carolina, of course he left in a pickup truck.
Of course, that's what I would think. Well, how about this? A drunken Louisville, Kentucky man carved up another person's car during an argument on Saturday.
Carved his car?
Yes, apparently this Joshua Keene, 33, was looking to leave his home in a four-wheeler in pursuit of more whiskey when the altercation started.
Whiskey.
That's exactly what he said, can never have enough whiskey. So he knocked the victim down and started pulling her hair. Then Keene then grabbed a chainsaw from the garage and severely damaged the woman's car, cutting it into the pieces and breaking the windshield.
Wow. That's something I want to see. I want to see somebody carving a car with a chainsaw.
You got enough whiskey, you could probably cover up a car with a chainsaw. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I want to see somebody carve a car with a chainsaw. I think that would be fun.
Sparks are flying.
That's my big goal for I guess this week. Watch somebody carve a car with a chainsaw and watch some moron electrocute himself while taking a selfie on top of a train. That's
That's going to be your claim to fame this
I
week.
think I have a full week ahead of me.
You got a busy week.
That's right. I have to hunt down people that are willing to do this for me. And then have a day, 3 days of mourning for the moron who electrocutes himself. The world is a stupid place. All right. Well, I think that's it for us. We're out of time.
We're out of time?
We are out of time, yes. We had a full show of stupid people and their stupidity.
Now, there will be a winner picked for the Marshall Tucker tickets at the
yes.
Paramount Theater tomorrow. So that
boy.
means that if you haven't gotten your Marshall Tucker tickets, now's your chance. So I would sign up on the Inravia website, click that Enter to Win on the contest page, and enter to win those Marshall Tucker tickets at the Paramount Theater. It's for the 21st, this Friday.
This Friday.
Bum,
And Marshall
bum,
Tucker's a good show.
bum. Yeah, it is. It's
Wrong
a good
song.
show. Yeah, but it's a good show. So sign up for those Marshall Tucker tickets. We will pull in the name out of the hat tomorrow by 12.
Okay, got to bring a hat. Okay, that's it for us. We're done.
And if you want to see any of the cool shows at the Paramount Theater, go to ParamountNY.com.
Yes.
Because they have a lot of cool shows. They really
They do.
They just added
They got a bunch I
more
want to go to. I'm going to be poor after I buy all those tickets.
That's right. More poorer than she is now.
All right, we're done. See you later. Bye.